Hey guys, so my hair is curly again. I feel like, what is happening to me? But at the same time, I feel like my hair is curly. It's quite a bit darker, is it? I don't know, I feel like it looks a bit darker. I re-dyed it grey. It's still got a tiny hint of purple in it, but I feel like today I look like I've joined the dark side, like with my makeup and my t-shirt and just everything. I feel like I look like I'm ready for Halloween, which I practically am. I love Halloween. Is it Halloween yet? But anyway, that's obviously not the point of this video. In this video, I'm kicking off eBay week, and I know that it's technically not the full working week because I did a haul video yesterday, which kind of broke that apart. But I was going to be doing an eBay video every kind of business day of this week, but instead I'm going to have 4 eBay themed videos. So today, tomorrow, Thursday and Friday are all going to be me testing out different eBay products, which is really cool. And if you've been subscribed to me for a while, you will know that at the beginning of my channel, when I had around like 20,000 subscribers, I think, I used to do eBay videos all the time, and honestly I really miss them. And I still buy so much stuff off of eBay and Amazon for really, really cheap, but I just don't really talk about it. So I thought that I would get some more stuff like I always used to and just give, you know, the really cheap makeup stuff a go and see what it's like. So in today's video, I'm going to be testing this eyeshadow palette. Wait, eyeshadow palette? Yeah, for some reason I thought I'd said that wrong. I feel really dizzy today and weird, and like, I don't know what's wrong with me. Also, make sure you are subscribed if you want to, you know, keep up with eBay week. And at the end of the week, I'm going to be doing a full face using only eBay makeup, so that's hopefully going to be really fun as well. So make sure you are subscribed by pressing the little button down below. I would also love it if you guys follow me on social media. I'm on Twitter, Snapchat and Instagram. They are all just sophdoesnails. I'm going to be doing some giveaways on there really, really soon. And also my second channel, sophdoesvlogs, I'm uploading a lot more on there now as well. So yeah, plug. And if you want to see what I thought of this, then just keep watching. Okay, so obviously I've already done my foundation, concealer, like my entire base, like contour, highlight, brows, all of that stuff, because I thought that you guys have seen me do that a million times. I thought I would just, you know, skip a bit of time, but I will list the products that I used in the description box down below so you guys know what's on my face. Also, if you are watching my videos on a regular basis and you're wondering what my lip colour or my highlighter is, I always have those listed down below in the description box as well, so make sure you check there before you ask in the comments. Okay, so this palette was £3.49 with free shipping, which for an eyeshadow palette with 15 colours is a really good buy if you ask me. So it's called the Lilac Beginners Collection. Comes in a box that looks like this. I think this one was called the Autumn one. There was like a bunch of different colours. On the back of the box it just says 01 in the corner. And then the actual palette looks like this. It's very lightweight. Like, obviously the packaging is not going to be amazing when you're paying £3 for an eyeshadow palette. It's really like flimsy packaging. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell. It's made of like pretty like thin cheap plastic, no mirror or anything, but then again, you know, like, what can you expect? I don't really mind having not so great packaging when I've paid such a low price for it. So it just closes with like a little click. So it comes with like a little bit of protective paper, and then the actual eyeshadow colours, don't close on me, the actual eyeshadow colours look like this. So when I opened this, I was like, oh, that actually looks really pretty. I really like the look of this red shade because not a lot of drugstore palettes have like bright red shades. You then get quite a few neutral sort of transition shades, and then you've got some darker browns here, and then a kind of pinky and a sort of mauve sort of colour. The colours are nice. I like the look of the colours. A few of them look kind of similar, like this one, this one, this one, and this one. And another thing is they are all matte. I think they also do some other palettes that have a few shimmer shades, but I went for the all matte one just because these were the colours that I liked the look of the most. So I'm going to do some swatches on my finger. They do feel quite nice. Ooh, that warm shade has a really nice texture. Okay, so from my fingers, they're a little bit chalky, but I'm just gonna swatch them. Okay, let me just do a quick close-up to show you guys what I mean. So I don't know if you guys can see those on the back of my hand. This one didn't really show up. That's the white one. This is the kind of darker orangey one, and then there's that one. These two on this side, I'm not sure if you can see. When I swatched them on my hand, they went a little bit lumpy and a little bit like chalky, if that makes sense. I might sound like I'm being a bit harsh, but I'm just telling you guys the truth. So far, they look a little bit chalky. Okay, when you blend them in, I've just blended them in with my finger and they look a lot better. So I think it's just the fact there's a bit of fallout. And then this is the pink one on the top row. Okay, so that kind of pink one on the top row is definitely the nicest out of the top row. So this is swatches of the top row on my hand. The pink one isn't as chalky and it's definitely the most pigmented. Moving on to the second row down. Again, they do feel quite smooth and creamy. But again, as I'm swatching them on my hand, they are pretty chalky. However, I haven't tried these on my eyes yet, and I feel like, because they are quite pigmented, I feel like when I put these on my eyes, they are gonna hopefully come out a bit nicer than the swatches on my hand, because I have, you know, like fallout issues with a bunch of different palettes, drugstore, high-end, so you don't really know really until you put them on your eyes. So this is the second row, and then this here is the final row. So I think I'm just going to start and put some of these on my eyes. I think I am just going to start with the white just to give it like a proper good test. So I'm going to start by putting the white all over my eyelid. And I'm not using a primer on my eyelids. I don't tend to use primer anyway. What I normally do is just put concealer all over my eyelids and then set it with powder, and I find that works best for me. Okay, so the white is showing up, but obviously it's not as strong as it is in the pan. Okay, so honestly, quite a few of the transition shades look really similar, and I don't think they're gonna do that much difference. Like this one, and this one are all practically the same color. So I think I'm just gonna give this one a go up here. Even though it is very, very pale, I don't really expect it to show up on my skin. Yeah, that's pretty much the same color as my skin. So that's not really gonna do much. And then gonna go in with this one, which is a tiny little bit darker, and see what that does. Okay, so as I'm doing this, like a lot of fallout is coming out into the pan, but like I said, I've had that with multiple eyeshadow palettes before, so it doesn't really bother me that much. Okay, so you can definitely see that one just about on my skin. I'm then gonna go in with this one here, which again is a very similar shade, and see if we can get anything out of this one. Yeah, I feel like all of these transition shades pretty much look the same. Okay, so I'm now going to go in with this one here, which is the kind of, I don't know, it sort of reminds me of Chickadee from Makeup Geek, but not as bright. Kind of like a warm yellowy orange. Okay, so that one is also definitely showing up. I'm definitely starting to see some colour payoff on my eyes, and also just running that along my lower lash line. I feel like it's worked better on my lower lash line where I haven't put any of the other eyeshadows. So maybe it's sticking better, I don't know. Guys, I'm just going to see what happens when I use a clean brush to kind of blend out the edges, because that's what I would normally do. I feel like that took away a little bit of the pigment, but that's okay. Okay, so I'm then going to go in with this one down here, which is a slightly brighter version, I think. I'm trying to give as many of the colours a test that I can. Does that make sense? You guys know what I mean. I'm then going to give a test this one and this one, which are two kind of pretty similar colours. But again, I just want to see how they work. Yeah, there's a lot of fallout. I don't know if you guys can see this. I've put a lot of layers of eyeshadow on right now, and I feel like they're all just kind of looking like the same colour, so I don't know. There's lots of transition shades in here, and they all look very similar. But so far, you know what? It's looking fine. I would wear this. I think I'm going to go in with the palest sort of pinky colour here, and I'm just going to put this on my outer corner. Okay, so that pink colour is definitely there. You can see the little like tinge of pink to my eyes, but the thing that I'm getting with these colours is they look a lot darker in the pan than they do when you put them on your actual skin. So if you have darker skin, I feel like this palette is not going to be good for you. And then taking the darker pink, which is, well, I guess this is more of a purple, and I'm going to try and do the exact same just to layer these colours up a little bit. Yeah, that one's definitely a lot more pigmented. There we go, we're getting somewhere now. Yeah, that's pretty. But again, there's quite a lot of fallout on the inner part of my nose. And then just taking a smaller brush, and I'm going to run that along my lower lash line too. I think I'm then going to go in with the red, just because I really like wearing red on my eyes. So I'm going to take this colour on a flat brush. Okay, That is very bright. I feel like it literally all just fell down onto my lower lash line. But then when you put them on your eyes, they're just kind of sheer. I feel like maybe this would be better if you used a kind of white base, maybe something like the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk or something. I mean, there definitely is pigment there. Like, look at my eyes, they look super colourful, but you just have to build it up a bit more. Okay, I'm then going to go in with the chocolatey brown colour here. This one is pretty similar. I think that one's just a tad darker. So I'm going to go in with the chocolate brown, tap off my brush a little bit, and I'm just going to put this on my outer corners. Okay, that one's got pigment. Let's do the same on the other side, and then I'm just going to blend it through. Yeah, see, the thing is, when you first put it down, you see the colour, but then when you blend it, it kind of disappears a little bit. I would say if you're going to use this palette, then do your foundation after you've done the eyeshadow. Okay, let's just try and pack more of this colour on. And I didn't mean to do it so bold on my lower lash line, it's just because it falls out a lot, so it falls down lower than I want it to, if that makes sense. And then finally, I'm going in with the black. Okay, so far, pretty pigmented. But again, it has the same problem that when you first put it down, it looks a lot more pigmented, and then you blend it out and it kind of disappears a little bit. However, that is definitely there. You can definitely tell that I've got some black. And then finally, I'm just going in with a little bit of that black along my lower lash line. I feel like this is a really good Halloween look, or just like a Gerard Way, Josh Dunn, 21 Pilots kind of theme going on, which honestly I am okay with. Okay, so there is the eyeshadow look done. Would I recommend this palette? Not particularly, but then for £3.49, I mean, it did the job. I've definitely got some colour on my eyes. It looks like pretty nice. I mean, I'm not sure how these would last because they blend out pretty well, as in like they blend out a lot to the point where a lot of the colour falls off. I feel like this might not last all day. But if you're looking for a cheap palette and you just want to play around with some colours, and you like your matte shades and you just want to, you know, have a play around and not spend too much, then I think for this like price point, it's okay. So I'll let you guys decide whether you want to get this or not. So I'm now just going to put on some eyeliner and mascara, and then I will be right back. So this is the finished look with my eyeliner and mascara, and I mean, with all of this done, and like with my full face of makeup done, I feel like you wouldn't really be able to tell that I've spent £3 on my eyeshadow. So I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below if there's any other eBay products that you want me to try. I might not be able to get around to do them this week, obviously, because they probably won't arrive in time. And I've also got some other products that are like lined up, but I can definitely continue doing eBay videos in the future. So just let me know in the comments down below if there's anything you would like me to test, and I will try and get around to that. So I hope you guys have a lovely day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!